Hello, this has been at Fitness Beyond 50, definitely trying a new camera angle, but let's get right to it. Have you had knee surgery or do you have knee problems? I mean, you've torn your meniscus, you've torn your ACL, anterior cruciate ligament. There's a lot of different things that can happen in the knee, especially as we get older, or if we've just point blank had a knee injury from sports, or be it we're overweight, things of that nature. But so many of us have knee problems, and they're so ongoing and are chronic. So what do we do in order to help strengthen the knee, especially when it's still painful? I'm going to be showing you some exercises that you can do in order to bypass the knee and to strengthen the muscle groups around the knee to take that pressure off the knee so that we can have a better, or you can have a better quality of life. Now, the shock absorber for the knee is actually this muscle located right here, which is called the anterior tibialis. This particular muscle is the #1 neglected muscle group in the human body next to the rear deltoid. But however, for knee purposes, it's the anterior tibialis. Once again, it's the shock absorber for the knee. This exercise right here is so simple, but it will do the job. And it's basically what we're going to do is we're going to tap our toes. If you notice, if you just start tapping your toes, you will feel that anterior tibialis activating. So I recommend you do this while you're watching TV, you know, or standing at the counter doing dishes or something of the neighborhood, tap that toe. So that's the first exercise we're going to do, just tapping the toe. And believe me, it seems very easy, but once you do about 50 to 100 of these, say 3 sets of 100, you are going to feel that muscle group and you're going to go, oh my goodness, okay? Now, the next exercises we're going to do in order to help strengthen that knee and bypass it is that we're going to do some chair lifts, stiff-legged chair lifts. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend the left leg, bring the toe toward your face, and we're just going to lift at the hip area. And if you notice, the leg is stiff. When you do that, it's going to put all the energy in your thigh muscle. So as we get those thigh muscles stronger, it's going to take the pressure off of the knee. And remember, the first exercise we did was for the anterior tibialis, the toe taps. Now we're going to switch, flexing, and lift, 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 breathe, lift, 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 breathe. Yeah. And I'm going to just do 2 series of that. So if you're doing this with me, you won't be feeling like you're by yourself, right? Good. Now we're going to go back to our toe taps. In, tap, tapping those toes. There you go. Working that anterior tibialis. Or your shin. Sometimes people say, you can't be using all those technical terms. So, once again, let's do 3 sets of 100 for the anterior tibialis. I recommend for the stiff-legged lift that we're going to do here in a moment, let's do 3 sets of 25. And you can work your way down if you need to, you know, listen to your body. If you only can do 5, then do 5. Let's do this 3 times a week. All right, let's go back to our stiff leg. All right, toe pointed toward your face, right? Lifting at the hip, and lift, lift. And what's great about this, not only will you be strengthening that anterior tibialis and also your quadricep, say you have an issue getting up and down. This exercise, by strengthening that quadricep, is going to help you in that process of getting up and down. Oh yeah, let's switch to the other leg. And lift, 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 breathe, lift, lift. Oh, that feels so good. And believe me, it doesn't take much to get a lot of blood in that thigh area. You might be wondering, why does he have a towel on his lap? Well, I'm going to tell you. Say, for instance, you want to challenge yourself because the toe taps get just way too easy for you. Then what you can do is you can take a towel, and I like to twist the towel. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place that towel right at the end of the toes. Okay? And what we're going to do is, as you tap with your toe, pull up. And therefore, you're adding some resistance. So when a regular toe tap gets easy for you, add your towel. Good. I'm going to switch to the other side. Once again, twisting your towel, place your toes on the towel and your heel is down, and press down with your toes, as you can tell, and pull forward. Therefore, you're adding some resistance. And so that's a little bit of an advanced movement. Now, you're going to see me use a towel in various exercises or stretches that I'm going to show you in upcoming segments, because sometimes your range of motion may be limited, or your flexibility. So sometimes by putting the towel just like this on your leg, on your foot or leg, and you can pull it up where you couldn't do that before, and then eventually you'll work your way up to being able to do it just with your hands, if you will. So there you go. If you have some knee problems and you're like, how in the heck am I going to strengthen this knee? Well, now I've shown you. And just remember, a lot of times they give you, they're going to give you those stick figure pictures on a piece of paper in rehab and say, go home and do these. And so many times, you forget how the exercise was done, or life happens. But at the same time, you have to make an investment in yourself in order to get better, because they're not going to do it for you. So once again, toe taps, stiff-legged lifts to help with knee issues. So don't let a knee problem take you out of the game, seniors, because I'm going to give you all the tools I can to keep you in the game, because we are not going to be on the sidelines as seniors. So what are you going to do? You're going to get up. You're going to get off the couch. You're going to keep moving. No excuses. This has been at Fitness Beyond 50 saying have a great day.